Today was part of the Cambridge University Festival of Ideas. They have a theme of on identity, and we thought that this would be a theme appropriate for exploring things to do with Mill Road. So we were exploring the theme of identity as part of our Mill Road History Project.
To me, identity is about people, it's about communities. To me, identities are transient. My inclusion in Cambridge came about because one of my father's great friends was a renal surgeon who practiced in Cambridge. So he said to my father, my mother was a renal patient, she needs to go to Cambridge. And I happened to be 17, I happened to come to Cambridge. Now, my first experience of Cambridge is absolutely amazing. It was the first day my father happened to buy a house. Now, I happened to come to that house and I thought, the term hadn't started, so I thought, I'm going to go into town. I was alone, and I decided to walk wherever I could remember, so I ended up going towards Meads Causeway, and what do I see? Midsummer Common. And I saw some young people trying to fly kites. They were having a hell of a job of this, so I thought, let me go over and help them do this. And that was my inclusion to Cambridge. I just absolutely loved the people. I made friends. The next day I was being invited to different places. I haven't stopped.
So I have quite a clear set of targets that we want to meet and the work we want to do over the 2 years, and we're now at the halfway point, so we've done a fair amount of that, but it's based on some research around the key historic buildings on Mill Road. We're also recording oral histories of local people who might have lived or worked on Mill Road. We're building a brand new website to showcase all this information, and also planning lots of events and opportunities for people to learn more about Mill Road and more about the project.
I love Mill Road. Mill Road is my identity and my life. But I had to do something about it at some point when I felt that this is where I was living, this is where my job was. I'm married a village boy who, when I met him in the Little Rose pub on Trumpington Street years ago, and said to me, he followed me home because he didn't believe that I lived in a place called Romsey Town.
Got involved. We used to go to the library a lot, because our daughter used to love going to the Mill Road Library. Since the library closed, we were very sad. But we, as the Indian community, applied to use the facility. We got the premises at Capricorn rent. At that time we didn't realize why. Country Council was so keen to give it to us. The reason why they gave it to us because it was so expensive to maintain and great to build listed buildings. We raised most of the money and renovated to its original condition now. So there was a false ceiling and everything, so we took all that out and you can see the proper ceiling now. So it is not fully done, but it's 90% done now. So it is still there, it is open to public, it is open to community use as well. So that still keeps us in Mill Road quite a bit. And we always found people in Cambridge were very welcoming. We never felt outside in Mill Road at all. And we still love it.
Mill Road is kind of well known for its range of cultural groups who live along there, and people have migrated into Mill Road from local villages, from towns further away, and more recently from other countries. So the whole story of migration and who people are, who they feel they are, how they change identity, how that affects the identity of the road, is all a sort of wonderful mix that we can begin to explore.
I'm originally from Canada, and I was born and bred there, and very proudly Canadian. And then in 2004, my husband and I moved to Cambridge, and we picked it off a map. We didn't have any reason to be here. We always kind of liked it. We thought, let's try it out. He finished his PhD, I finished my job, and we just had some wedding money. And so we moved to Cambridge and very quickly kind of settled in the Mill Road area. And we got along and found jobs, and we kind of we met people, and I have to say I didn't like it. Like, we liked Mill Road and we liked the community. When I went out, everyone was really friendly and everything was really great, but actually I wasn't making a human connection with anybody. So even though everything felt really buzzy and everyone seemed to know each other, I didn't know anybody, and I joined everything. Every community group I could think of, I was there. And I was like, hi, I'm Aisha, I'm from Canada. Hi, I'm Aisha, I just moved here. And I think that really put people off because they were like, God, why is she talking so loudly at us? But I was just being the way I knew how to be.
Well, I felt that the speakers actually gave quite a lot of themselves. There was quite a lot of personal information, quite personal stories that were quite moving.
Itself, because I've lived in Mill Road for 50 years, I'm celebrating 50 years this year of Mill Road. Perhaps I could be the mayor of Mill Road.